Rickshaws didn't originate in South Asia. They were first invented in Japan in 1869, called jinrikisha, literally meaning man-powered vehicle. Within just a few years, tens of thousands were on the streets of Japan.
Hi everyone, today's edit will mainly focus on the design element. So the animations will be very simple, but let's focus on the design today. So first of all, I'll head on to new and solid, make this white. Okay, then I'll head on to effects and presets and I will search for vignette effect and put this on our white solid. Okay, so it will give this dark look from the top and the bottom. Okay, you can also adjust the amount. Okay, and then for the next part, as you can see over here, is the text will be there. Let me zoom this in. So rickshaws didn't originate in South Asia. Okay, let's write this. So right click, new and text layer. Now for the next part, okay, what we'll do is bring in this. So I got this from Sketchfab. You can go there and search for rickshaw 3D model and you will get it. Okay, so I'll be bringing in this, hit OK, hit S to make it first small, R for rotation, and let's rotate this to somewhat like this. Okay, now as you can see over here, there's a map of South Asia. Okay, so what I did was head on to Google Images and search for map of South Asia, and then I got this. Wait, let me show you. Yes, this. So I'll make this big. Okay, and also what I'll do is make it 3D. Okay, everything. Let's put it below this, our rickshaw layer. Hit P for position and bring it behind. Hit S to make it, big. And what we are going to do, R for rotation, and let's tilt this a bit in X axis and put it here like this. Okay, now I'll search for gradient ramp and put it on our this map. Okay, select this white color and let's make it a bit grayish or darker. So now we have something similar to this. Have you ever searched for the perfect motion graphic element only to find low resolution graphics that completely ruin the quality of your video? I've been there too, and it can be really frustrating, especially when you are working on professional projects. But thanks to Wondershare UniConverter's image enhancer feature, I can now upscale and use high quality visuals without any compromise. Another really useful tool is the batch compressor. It's a lifesaver when you are dealing with large video files, especially while uploading to YouTube. Instead of waiting forever, this feature compresses your videos efficiently while still maintaining great quality. I remember one particular project where I had to add a low quality B-roll, but the client needed the final video urgently and still wanted top-notch quality. That's when the video enhancer feature truly saved the day. It not only improved the footage but also saved me from embarrassment of disappointing my client and even earned me their appreciation. Features like Watermark Remover and BG Remover have also come in handy while making my videos. Thanks to Wondershare UniConverter, my productivity and quality of edits have improved by 10x. And you can see over here there's a shadow of the rickshaw. So what we can do is first let's animate this. So it's zooming out and then the rickshaw is rotating. Okay, just a simple rotation animation. So what we'll be doing is just select our rickshaw. Okay, hit R for rotation, and let's select Z rotation. Go ahead. Okay, and then click on Z again. Go to the start and let's turn this like this. So it will be a smooth rotation. And now I think there is no animation else in the first frame, only camera movement. So what we are going to do is select this rickshaw, hit Ctrl Shift C, and let's write here rickshaw and save it as a pre-composed layer. Let's make it 3D. Now simply hit Ctrl D to copy this, put the tint effect on this, and bring it back over here. Let's select this white one and make it black too. Select T to open opacity, and let's reduce the opacity. Search for Gaussian blur legacy and put it on this and increase the blurriness. Okay, something like this. Now select this rectangle tool and select this, and let's make something like this. Okay, a type of mask, and increase the feathering. Okay, now simply hit R for rotation and put it flat on the ground. Okay, and adjust this. Okay, so you'll get something like this. So there's a faint shadow behind. Okay, and like this you'll be able to get the shadow. As you can see, it's moving along with the cycle. Okay, because the animations are still intact. Okay, now right click, new camera, hit OK, new null object, make it 3D to connect the camera to the null. Now we have to zoom this out, so simply hit P for position on the null, go ahead to somewhere around 2 seconds and again hit the position keyframe, go to the start, and let's zoom this in. Okay, so we'll get this effect. Select this F9 and then drag this towards the left. So get this. Now only thing left is the text animation. So I'll just head on to my text, animate, then select opacity, make it 0, open range selector, select on the end keyframe, bring it to the start, go ahead somewhere here and again click the end keyframe. Go to the first keyframe, make this 100 and this 0. Now you will get this animation. Select this F9 and then drag them both like this. Okay, and let's see what animation is there on the text. Yeah, now we'll design our next scene. So after this is over, we simply have to somewhere over here select all of this, okay, except the camera and the null, and hit alt and right bracket to cut everything. Okay, make our second scene, which will be this. So the text will be, they were first invented in Japan. So I'm simply going to copy the text and hit Control V to paste it and bring it over here. And now for the temples, okay, I'm just going to bring these in. So this will be another 3D object which you can get on Sketchfab. Okay, okay, and then we have to do simple rotation animation. So first I'll cut the layer, hit alt and left bracket, so the layer starts from here, which is the second scene. Okay, also we want our gate to start from here too. And yeah, and then this will rotate, as you can see over here, okay, in this fashion. So simply select this, hit R for rotation, click on Z rotation, go ahead, again hit on Z rotation, go to the start, and let's turn this something like this. Now again I'll make this Control Shift C, a pre-compose layer, hit OK, make it 3D2. I'll be adding here brightness and contrast, okay, because the colors are too dull on this. Let's make the brightness negative, okay. So you get this, okay, a more detailed and darker. Let's bring this to the center somewhere around here. Yeah, and then from here what we are going to do is do the same thing again for the shadow. So hit Control D, search for tint, okay, put it on this, make this dark black, hit T, open opacity and make this less, okay. Let's strengthen the anchor point over here, hit R for rotation and drag the X rotation down first and then towards this, okay. So as you can see, you have got the shadow, okay. Now what we have to do is basically you can again select this and make something like this, a mask, and simply just increase the feathering, okay, to make it look more realistic, okay. And another thing is adding Gaussian blur. So I'm just going to copy the Gaussian blur from here and paste it on this, okay. So we have got our shadow too, okay. Now for the transition, what we are going to do is basically select all the objects from the second scene, okay, hit P for position and hold shift and hit T for opacity. Now click both of these properties, go ahead around 1 second and again click both of these properties, go to the first frame, okay. Now okay, I'm going to select first our this 3D object and in the Z axis I'm going to bring it forward. Also hit select the opacity and reduce it, okay. Make it 0. Now select this, again bring it forward in the Z axis and make opacity 0, okay. And same way select this, bring it and make it 0. So you'll get this animation, but we want it to be fast, so I'll select all of them, F9, go here and drag this towards the left, okay. So let's see our animation now. And from here it will go down and this will come. So for the next frame again we have to cut our second scene. So after this simply I'll select all of this, the gate and also the text, hit Alt and right bracket to cut it, okay. Now I'll bring this flower, okay, PNG, okay, which I got from Google. I searched for blossom flower, to get this, and I'll just put it over here. Okay, and then for the next thing is this. Okay, so again got this from Google too. Hit right click, transform and flip horizontal to make it face the opposite side, and then let's increase the size. Okay, and then again, we have to select these two, alt and left bracket. Let's copy the text and put it on top, bring it over here, hit U. Okay, and then let's delete the position parameters, bring it over here, and let's type this Jin Rickshaw. Okay, but now you can see here the design. So to give this look to the text, okay, we have to do one thing, which is go here, select for gradient ramp again, and put it on the text. Okay, now you can see you have got a similar look. Okay, there is this effect. Now let's see the animation. So it's just a zoom in and it goes to the outside. Okay, so now again I'll just select this, hit Control D. Okay, now a simple animation using the camera. So I'll just select our null layer, hit P for position. Okay, from here hit on the position keyframe, but first, as you can see, it goes down. Okay, so from here I'll again hit position keyframe. Okay, let's select these. Go to the end somewhere around here and drag this down. Okay, select this and then let's make this animation. And now the third scene elements I will select and bring it on top. So you'll get this animation. Okay, simple as that. Simply I'll head on to my null, hit U and drag this out for a smoother animation. Let's see our animation till now. Okay, and the next part, which is this. Okay, go to the right with your camera, write the text, and just this one is a homework for you, this animation. And let's do the last map animation. I will do this along with you now, but this one, okay, is the same animation, just the camera is going to the right. Okay, and all the animations which we have used before are same. So let's do the last one, but so to do that I'm just going to hit on null again, go ahead and drag this out, and from here I will bring in the map. So map, again I got it from free pick. Okay, I got it from the free pick website, or you can also get this on Google Images if you search for Japan map. Okay, so we have got something like this. Now let's make this. Okay, So you don't need to, you know, make it from scratch. You can just, you know, head on to Google Images and search for, location icon, and you will get this. So basically bring this over here and I'll just place it like this for our pointers. So you get this animation, and first I'll just animate this, which will come in. Okay. So from here I want these, locations to come in. So I'll just hit P for position keyframe, hold shift and hit T to opacity keyframe, and again click this, go to the start, simply move it a bit upward and make its opacity 0. So you get this animation. Select this F9. Okay. Hit Control D. Okay, to make copies. And now let's open all of them by hitting U to see the keyframes. Now we have to just place them at different locations. So okay. Now for this part, okay, what we have to do is, as you can see, it's white and in the center it's red, kind of like, the Japan flag. So what we are going to do is basically select the map and let's hit on tint. Okay, and put it on the map, make it white. Okay, hit on drop shadow, bring it on top of the map. Okay, to give this, outline. And now simply what I'm going to do is to make this area red. You can make it like this. Okay, by selecting the pen tool, select the map. Okay, and just we have to outline this area. So basically select this. Okay, and just trace this up. Okay, so if I want this much, okay, now I'll hit enter and red area I'll write. Hit Control D to copy this and delete the mask. Put the red area on top, and this one I'll rename it back to Japan map. Okay, so what we did is, make two layers, one with the mask and one without the mask. And now this one I'm just going to change the tint to red. Okay, so we get this, and delete the drop shadow from here. Okay, so you get this red part over here. Simple as that. Okay, and now you can do any other animation also. Okay, so with this our animation has ended. Hope you learned something new from this video. See you in the next.